Welcome to the Godly Root Work Blueprint. Hi, I'm Dr. Anika Sandy-Hanson, and thank you for joining me. This is the first video in a series on the Godly Root Work Blueprint, or the GRoW Blueprint for short. My prayer is that this series will help you grow closer to God, develop strong spiritual roots, and bear healthy, lasting fruit that brings glory to Him. Why grow? Have you ever worked hard to change only to find yourself back in the same place weeks, months, or even years later? Maybe you wanted to become more patient. Maybe you wanted healthier relationships, or you wanted to steward your health better or be at peace. Many of us spend our lives trying to change the fruit while neglecting the roots. But Jesus teaches us something different. In Matthew 7, verses 17 through 20, it says, "Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit." The fruit simply reveals the condition of the tree. Likewise, our words, attitudes, relationships, decisions, finances, health, every area of our lives are often revealing the condition of our spiritual roots. The secret is remaining connected to Christ because Jesus gives the answer. In John 15, verses 4 through 5, it says, "Abide in me and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you abide in me unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me and I in him bears much fruit, for without me you can do nothing." Notice, Jesus doesn't tell us to try harder. He tells us to remain connected. The closer we grow to Christ, the more his life begins to flow through ours. Galatians 5:22 through 23 says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Against such there is no law." Notice Paul says the fruit, not the fruits. It is one fruit with many beautiful characteristics. As we grow closer to Christ, his spirit develops his character within us. It's like Reinhard Klett said in his book, Coached by the Bible. When we have all of the characteristics, that is when we have the fruit of the Spirit. Jeremiah 17, verses 7 through 8 says, "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord and whose hope is the Lord, for he shall be like a tree planted by the waters, which spreads out its roots by the river, and will not fear when heat comes, but its leaf will be green, and will not be anxious in the year of drought, nor will cease from yielding fruit." I love this picture. Notice the tree doesn't produce fruit because life is easy. It produces fruit because its roots are connected to an endless source of life. That's what the GRoW Blueprint is about. It is built around 4 biblical principles that work together to help us deepen our relationship with God and allow Him to transform us from the inside out. Pillar 1, the weapons of warfare. Before we can live differently, we must learn to stay connected to God. In this pillar, we'll study prayer, Bible study, meditation or time with God, praise and worship, thankfulness, and fasting. These are the spiritual disciplines God has given us to strengthen our relationship with Him. Pillar 2, the armor of God. God never intended us to fight life's spiritual battles alone. He gave us equipment through His armor. We'll study the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit. Each piece teaches us how God prepares us to stand firm in a challenging world. Pillar 3, the fruit of the Spirit, which I mentioned earlier. The goal of the Christian life isn't simply learning more information, it's becoming more like Jesus. We'll each examine each characteristic of the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. As our roots grow deeper, our fruit become healthier. And then pillar 4, the 7 domains of life. We'll learn how spiritual growth becomes visible in every area of our life, in everyday life. We'll examine these 7 important areas: spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, relational, financial, and our social. God doesn't want to transform only one part of our lives. He wants to transform our whole life. One of the core ideas of the GRoW blueprint is simple: take one faithful step, one at a time. We often want giant leaps. God usually grows us through faithful daily obedience, little by little, day by day. He changes us, and eventually, the fruit is something that everyone can see. It's just simply the result of healthy roots that have been growing beneath the surface all along. Thank you for joining me for this introduction to the Godly Root Work or GRoW Blueprint. In our next lesson, we'll begin laying the foundation by exploring Pillar 1, the weapons of warfare, and why our relationship with God is the starting point for every other area of growth. Until then, remember this simple truth: healthy roots produce healthy fruit. And as we journey together through the Godly Root Work Blueprint, let's continue to know, grow, show, and go. And we'll talk more about that in the next video. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If this video blessed you, please like and subscribe and share with others.